Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Okay. Um. Okay. Sorry, I just want to close a couple of things down. I think I got too much stuff open. Matter of fact, I know I do. Okay. So, all right. Move this over here. There we go. And let me see who was here first. Oh, Oh, nope, that didn't work. Okay, let me see. CK, thank you so much for being here first. There are no prizes, but I really do appreciate it. Okay, okay, okay. Go, go, go. Ooh, I kind of needed that. No, I didn't. All right. So, hello, Ingrid Soares and Blue Draws, Mary H. Hello, Judy Mutasid, Helen Marmon, Miranda Rios, LDSW, and who else is here? LDSW, I was going to work on a video for one of the comments that you made, but I never did get around to it. But yeah, I think it's probably too late. But it was to do with Kate. But I thought you said something incredibly profound. And I was going to do a video based on that, but I didn't think about it again until just now. I did the voiceover and everything. Bunny Rose, hello. Miranda Rios, howdy, howdy. Okay. And let's see, Carlita Simone. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Nobi D. Oh, you know what? I got the microphone. I could only imagine what that sounds like. I had the microphone over pushed away from me. Sorry about that. I guess it was still okay though, huh? I think this is supposed to be one of those far away microphones. Well, there's a close up setting and there's a far away setting. And I think I had it on the far away, but still, I think it's better if it's close to my mouth. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. All right. Hey, Black Queen. All right, Patty Askew, Lorna Williams. Very cool. All right, let me get my slides up. Okay. And we're good. We're good. Hit the like. Thank you so much, Charlie Moon. Hit that like button. Hit it. I want to rock right now. I'm not here just to get down. Hit it. I want to rock right now. Isn't that how that song starts off? Okay. And oh, wait, is that it? No. Oh, it wasn't ready yet. Sorry. Let me do one more thing. Then it's ready. I forgot to put the thumbnail on there. Try it one more time. There we go. That should work out better. Otherwise, then it's just a blank like that. Can't have that. Okay, try it one more time. Wunderbar. All right. Hi, Bunny Rose again. Beverly McCaskill, hello. Lois Hall, MJB, Denise Jones, welcome to the Royal Sussex. And there we go. That's better. So, Duchess Meghan's America Riviera Orchard. Kate Middleton and King Charles III, latest Baldilocks and the Three Little Hairs. Yeah, Baldilocks and the Three Little Hairs. Jelaine Monestein, thank you for being here. Amachaku, thank you so much for being here. Sharon Marcia Lawrence Hunter, it's been a minute, right? Sounds like one of those. I haven't been on one of those in a couple of weeks. I mean, in a couple of years. Let me see here. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Leslie F. I want to rock right now. I'm Rob Basin. I'm here to get down. I'm not internationally, no, but I'm known to rock the microphone. Yes, that's it. That's it. Yeah, I still love that song. I still love that song. That was a great song. That was a great song. I like all the old school rap and hip hops. VS Speaks Royally, thank you so much for being here. Hit it. I want to rock right now. Okay. So, happy Good Friday, you guys. Happy Good Friday. Good Friday always holds a warm spot in my heart. I I have some very fond memories of Good Friday. And of course, when you are working like one of those 9 to 5 jobs or, Monday through Friday jobs, and it's Good Friday and everybody wants to go out after work, that sort of thing. Everybody wants to hang out. Gosh, I remember being young and energetic and having all that kind of like get off for work. And I always worked the late shift, and then I would go home and take a shower and change. And well, the party didn't really start until about 1:30 a.m. Oh man, those were good times. But this of course is a holy day. So what am I talking about? It's Good Friday for good people like myself who like to go out and have fun. Oh man, I would dance until I was wet from head to toe. Oh man, that was such a good time. Let me see here. Okay, let's continue then. So here's a spot of bother. Um, those people, what could I say? They always meddling, ain't they? They always meddling. Okay, let me pull my screen over here so I can see this clearly. All right. There we go. So it says here, a royal Meghan Markle calculated move leaves royals reeling as she warned to behave. As she's warned to behave. Excuse me? Excuse me? She's warned to behave? You see, they be doing too much. They are doing entirely too much as she's warned to behave. I don't know why they always talk about Harry and Meghan like they're a couple of fugitive slaves. I don't get it. I don't get it. They are not personal possessions. They are no longer working royals, a title that they came up with um, just because. And it's really interesting too that they really had to create new rules to accommodate this idea that they're non-working royals. But I'll talk a little bit more about that later. So it says right here, Meghan Markle's calculated move leaves royals reeling as she's warned to behave. A royal expert claims Meghan's choice to launch her new lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, has only deepened her rift with the royal family. Now, I want you to notice who wrote this article, Rebecca Robinson. I don't think I know who she is. I never heard of her before. But Meghan Markle has taken another bold step in her post royal life by launching her own luxury lifestyle brand amidst ongoing tensions with the royal family. The move has raised eyebrows and stirred debate within the palace as Meghan seems determined to carve her own path independent of royal constraints. Don't you mean independent of royal family? Independent of the royal family? You know what, guys? I don't believe this article. I think somebody sat around and thought of something to say. Anyway, American Riviera Orchard, which has already amassed some 570,000 followers on Instagram, is expected to offer a range of products from cosmetics to yoga mats and even dog food. Look out, James Middleton. Now that the brand has been launched, Meghan appears poised to leverage her celebrity status to potentially rake in millions of dollars. Yes, yes. Royal expert Tom Quinn sheds light on the palace's perspective, claiming it has only worsened the existing tensions between Meghan and the firm. Like I said, I don't believe it. I don't think that there's any there. Yesterday I shared something with you, and okay, if they would just come out and say that they are just desperately hoping that Meghan does not succeed away from the institution, or that Harry does not succeed away from the institution, at the very least, I would have a great deal more respect if they were just honest about it. But trigger warning, I have to show you something from yesterday. This is why I don't believe it. Charles got so much other stuff going on right now, and he is still the head of the household. He has so much other stuff going on right now, right? And there is obviously a bit of a power struggle going on between the two households. They appear to be at war. But take a look at his right hand. Take a look at his right hand. Do you think that Charles is worried about what Meghan is doing next? Meghan is not using her title. She's not even using her flipping name. I don't believe this. I believe a lot of this stuff is egged on by the royal reporters. I just don't suppose that this is an issue. And for the, I don't know how many time, Charles, Queen Elizabeth II, um, what's her name? Zara Phillips has done ads for apparel. Mike Tyndall, God knows what he does. And of course, even Peter Phillips chugging milk from China. And then, of course, there's Sarah, the Duchess of York, who has also flogged a few things around here and there. The fact that Meghan is going to be highly successful, that is what bothers them. So they have tried every approach that they could think of. And now they're just going to say, oh, there's a panic around the palace. The product is called American Riviera Orchard. It is not called Meghan the Duchess of Sussex cutlery set. It is not Meghan the Duchess of Sussex strawberry butter, although I am anxious to try that. Jam or yoga mats, whatever it is, it does not matter. But I want our faves to just, I want them to have so much money. I just want them to just like have to build another bank so they'll have room to stuff it all in there. That's what I'm hoping for. So I am going to buy all kind of stuff, I promise you. And I'm not the only one. There's 570,000 other interested parties who are anxious to buy some of those products. And yes, they're going to try to badmouth and all that kind of stuff and plot again. But listen, no disrespect to what's her name with her Goop product, but if what's that chick name can sell Goop, and she has done really well with her products. Um, you know, I don't. I just know that there's not going to be anything less for the Duchess of Sussex. So they could stop what they're saying right now because it does not. Gwyneth Paltrow, thank you so much, Nasdaq. Gwyneth Paltrow and her Goop. If she could sell her Goop and make stuff based on the human anatomy, I'm pretty sure our Duchess is going to fare so much greater with the strength of her style, class, and of course, her name, not necessarily a title, her name. There's not going to be any use of a royal title. So, um, again, I'm not even going to blame anyone in the institution for this. And I don't even think the article quoted anyone. It doesn't even say insider says, or let me see, worsen the existing tensions between Meghan and the firm. I don't see that. I just don't see it. Yeah, totally made up. Totally made up. Much to do about nothing. Chef Sandy Love, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. And thank you ever so much for being a member of Royal Sussex. Greatly appreciate it. So, yes, I think that Charles has a lot going on. William is doing whatever Willie does. Kate is fighting a battle um, of some degree or another, whatever the case may be. Um, I wish her good health and I wish the best for those children and all that kind of stuff. So, um, I just don't think they have the time to fool with this stuff. It doesn't make sense to me. I'll just say that it does not make a lot of sense. Okay. Uh Let me take a look at a couple of your comments here. Yes, living rent free. Yes, Amber Rowan, I can't wait either. You know what? And let them keep talking it up. Let them keep talking it up. They can deposit all the money into the American Riviera Bank located in Santa Barbara. I know that's right. Yeah, they got it bad. They got it bad. But you know, they it's all a matter of them creating content for them to print or upload or whatever for those aging tabloid media outlets. Oh yeah, when American Riviera Orchard drops, it is going to be seismic. It is going to be a seismic movement in the world of luxury goods. Cannot wait. And depending on the time of year or holiday or whatever, I am going to make purchases and gift them or whatever. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. Let us go here. So there you go. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. I did that graphic myself. That's not the way it appears. I put her name up there. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And of course, American Riviera Orchard. Montecito. Montecito. So exciting. This is exciting. Um, oh, do we have any trolls? Interesting. Trolls, listen, don't forget to hit the thumbs down. I repeat to the trolls, make sure you hit the thumbs down. Don't walk away from here with your feelings locked deep inside. If you have contempt for this channel and for the content creator, for the moderators, and all of our friends and family and friends of our family, please show your disdain by hitting the thumbs down. I repeat, please show your disdain by hitting the thumbs down. Thank you. This has been a public service message. And now Tom Bauer, Tom Bauer, and Meghan, the hussy. The king and Prince William now face serious problem. Meghan, new lifestyle, really, Tom Bauer. Why does it seem like he's sucking on some type of sweet and sour candy or something like that? Let's see. Jam on. Let's say jam. Oh, jam. Megan, jam. For me, dum dum diddy. What song is that? Teddy Riley voice. Happy Easter, Baron. Thank you, B. Martim. I'm sorry I didn't get that one right. But thank you so much. I'm glad to know you are in a good mood. Thank you so much for the super sticker. And happy Easter, happy Good Friday, and everything else to you. Let me see here. This is ARO brand product drop. Given a sign up, we'll have to deal with logistics and delivery. Scaling up to meet demand is going to be important at first launch. Yes, yes, there's going to be some growing pains, but I will wait patiently. I am just eager to put my orders in. That's all. I am very eager to put my orders in. Plus, I think they're going to start off like, incremental introductions of products, right? So I think they're going to start off kind of slow. And anyway, I'm pretty sure they got a plan. I know they do. I'm sure they have a plan. But no matter what it is, if we do have to wait a little time, I'm here for it. I am here for it. Yeah, Rosalind Gatewood says they know she's going to make money and it is driving them crazy. They have been working overtime trying to block access to the real site. Yeah, yeah, and I think that there's going to be that'll be taken care of. I know people are a bit alarmed because there's all of these fakes and everything, but in a way that is troublesome or you know something to consider or worry about, but it also shows that there's so much interest and popularity, and we haven't even seen any of the project products as of yet. So if that is a problem, I think in a way it's kind of a nice problem to have because it just goes to show that there's so much anticipation already around this brand. And of course, the 570,000 people that have signed up, that number would be so much greater, but for the confusion that has been created by all of those people trying to take advantage. So hopefully, I hope that they're working with Instagram to remedy that. I hope so because it I want the products to do well, and I don't want anybody trying to cheat or anything to get easy money. But the other thing is I don't want to see consumers ripped off. I mean, there are going to be a lot of consumers that are going to be ripped off, and I hate to see that happen. So I'm hoping that Instagram will try to remedy that because and of course I hope that the legal representation for Meghan is going to handle that. It's really not fair, but don't rip those people off. People work too hard. Let's see. Rohini says, Baron, how come there are no fakes of royal product? That's a good question. How come nobody's trying to knock off those other little nonsensical products like those little biscuits or cookies or whatever it is they have at High Grove? High Grove tea. Pass. Oh man. I wonder if they're going to come out with a special enema product just for Tom Bauer. You know, sometimes he gets those little blockages, and I just don't want him to get hurt. So, if there's someone from the creative team, please consider some type of product for Tom Bauer. Maybe he'll be a nicer person if he can just be more regular, you know? Um, maybe, maybe that's what his problem is that he's highly irregular. And I mean, and it's been confirmed that he is definitely, you see there, Tom Gargamel Bauer, author and enema user. So if he was just a little more regular, he wouldn't be such a rear end of a horse costume. But yeah, so hopefully he'll be okay. Wouldn't want him to get stopped up or something. All right. Now, very much engineered by the palace, Prince William's frosty response to text from Prince Harry after Kate's cancer news. Well, as you can see, Willie Leaks strikes again. Prince William has reportedly sent a rather frosty response to text message from Prince Harry after his estranged brother reached out to him privately in the wake of Princess Catherine's cancer news. So, as you can imagine, Harry was trying to be, I guess, family to his brother. And his brother responded by doing what he is so good at, and that's leaking those private exchanges. And then, of course, the press blames Harry and Meghan for any leaks that has been orchestrated by Kensington Palace. Like right here, it says Prince Harry's text messages to his brother following Princess Catherine's shock cancer announcement has met with a reply very much engineered by the palace. A royal expert has claimed the Duke and Duchess of Sussex released a statement of support for Mother of Three after she shared her emotional video on social media revealing her cancer diagnosis to the world. Royal author Tom Quinn has since told Britain's The Mirror that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle reached out privately to William and Kate in the wake of the news, but gave no hint of mending the royal rift. Harry and Meghan have been in contact with William, but their private message was simply one of sympathy and didn't include any suggestion the brothers should make up and let bygones be bygones, or that Harry should fly back to the UK soon, Mr. Quinn said. So, at least there, we know that Harry has not mentioned anything about going back, even though one of the tabloids did ask the question uh, if Harry was going to come back for the sake of Catherine, which is interesting because, I mean, we've seen her sister at the beach. We've seen half of the family at the F1 races. What else? And of course, uh, Princess Anne, I forgot where she went, but and then of course the Wessexes or the Edinburghs, they went skiing. So this whole idea that Meghan should have delayed her product announcement while the rest of the family is flogging dog food and all kind of stuff, why in the world do they want Meghan to stop um, progressing, stop achieving, stop thriving, why should she stop? But the rest of the family is doing whatever they want to do. Make that make sense. Prince William has sent a rather frosty reply to text message from his brother in the wake of Princess Catherine's cancer news. Mark Carrison, right here it says, Mr. Quinn claims Prince William has replied to the message, but it was not a typical warm exchange one would expect between siblings. There is just too much ill feelings for that, he said. William, who is still hurt by everything Harry has said in the past, has responded, but the response is very much engineered by the palace and is hardly the kind of warm, informal response you would expect from one brother to another. Mr. Quinn described the message between the brothers as the sort of communication you would get between two slightly wary diplomats. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. I forgot. That was this and this. That's what I was referencing, was this one and this one. Okay. So, and in terms of whatever William feels was injustice, well, Harry wasn't the one that knocked him over a dog dish. Harry wasn't the one that leaked and briefed for a year after he left. That was Kensington Palace. Harry wasn't the one who sent one of his henchmen to go and try to ruin the court case that Meghan had. That was William's team that did that under the command of, well, William the Terrible. So Harry has nothing, and I do mean nothing, to apologize for, at least not in my opinion. Recollections may vary, but I don't feel as though an apology is warranted. And I would be really disappointed to find out that there has been one from the Sussexes. Harry said a long time ago that he wants an apology from his family, but they're not waiting for an apology. They have moved on with their lives, and Meghan is going to make an incredible amount of money from her product line. And there's like some, I don't know, probably tens of thousands of squatties and hundreds of thousands of other people that are just eager to see the first products drop. So they're going to be okay. Can't say the same for the rest of that family. William is stubborn. He knows that everything Harry said about him was the truth. Harry was no ill will, has no ill will, sorry. He spoke his truth, and that was that. Thank you, Rosalind. That's very, very good. Sean says, you notice they say Harry because of this, but none of them ever said that Harry was lying. Yes, they. Uh, Very good, Sean. That is so good. Yes, they to date, the palace has never accused Harry of lying. As close as we got to a lie, that's a lie, was recollections may vary. But there has never been anything from the palace saying or protesting in any way that Harry has lied. So, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? Thank you, Rohini. In capital letters, huh? All uppercase. Thank you. Let me see. Brenda Crane says, hello, Baron, and our amazing, wonderful moderators and family. I don't understand how we have over 1,000 watching the podcast, but only 400 likes. I don't get it either. Listen, hit those like buttons. It goes so far in promoting this channel. Please. And for those of you who hate watching, hit the thumbs down. That way, when you need this channel, When you need to cuss and fuss and elevate your blood pressure, we'll be here for you. So hit the thumbs down and hit the thumbs up. All right? This is totally free to you. Let me see. Tash Max says, "Why would Harry need to return to the UK? He hasn't. Sorry, he isn't a caregiver and doesn't have healing hands to heal Kate or Charles." Well, um, yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I just think so much of Harry. I'm just like, well, he could try, but no. Uh, I mean, try to heal someone, not necessarily them. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Um, I it's just really clickbait, of course. It really is clickbait. And at least this article gives proof positive that we know that there has been leaks from Kensington Palace. And I don't think that they care that people know that they're leaking. Otherwise, the person who wrote this article would have heard something from them, or they would have, yes, yanked the article back off of the internet and deleted it or whatever. But they put it out there for a reason because they really want people to know what they're capable of. Amber Rowan says we need to put down the pulled pork sandwich, and Will needs to put down the pulled pork sandwich and find his wife's side. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Amber. Yes, put away the pulled pork. It is time to grow up. Put away that pulled pork. Put it down. If there's anyone listening from Kensington Palace, please forward that information that the Sussex Squad community says it is time to put down that pulled pork sandwich. Oh, Black Queen, is that the membership? Anyway, I'll put it at the top of the chat. Pin message to the top of the chat. Okay, I do think that that is the membership, right? Yes. Yeah, you can find a membership when you go to that homepage. So it's right there. Thank you so much, Black Queen. And do consider getting a membership to Royal Sussex. Definitely that helps the channel. Your memberships for as low as $4.99 helps to keep Royal Sussex going. Oh, Big Mama says, by the way, you guys, I if you go and listen to like one of the, I guess, lives from the past couple weeks and compare that to a live from like a month ago, you will know why I said I need a new microphone. It sounds like this is I actually enjoy listening to the playback. Before I was just like, but I actually enjoy listening to the playback. So um, that's what your contributions do, is support stuff like this. So I got myself one of those real nice microphones, just like Tisha tells. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, come on in here, Sussex Squad. See, it sounds different already. Hey, what's up, everybody? You see there? Now I sound just like Tisha tells. I mean, you can't see me, but I'm even doing the hands. Hey, what's up, everybody? Do you guys? I was thinking about that today. Do you all remember? Oh, by the way, thank you, Amber. Do you all remember when I used to do Sherry and Sade? Thank you for clicking on my channel. And Sherry said, she said one day, she said, Baron, you're causing problems over here. She said, I don't know if I'm saying it the way I say it, or am I listening to your voice in my head saying it the way I say it? Oh my God, that was so funny. That was so funny. I had to like listen to her say that about 10 times. Thank you for clicking on my channel. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm gonna knock my phone over. Um yes, Tisha, she was so funny today. I forgot what she said, but I was screaming. It was so funny. I was like, I didn't know how funny she was. I mean, I knew, but today was just like exceptionally funny. But yeah, very, very good. Okay. Oh, let me take that away. And there we go. So, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie very upset over royal duty snub. Friends of Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie have said they are very upset but not surprised to have not been asked to carry out any royal engagements while the threadbare royal family grapples with double health crisis that has seen Charles, Prince William, Kate Middleton all step back from royal duties. You know, I think it is just insane. They are HRHs, right? They are royal princesses. They are born royal princesses. Why in the world, why in the world would you not have them participate? They're living on royal property. At least I think one or both of them. Doesn't one of them live at St. James and the other one is someone at Frogmore? No. But anyway, um, they're there. You don't have to break them in. They know how this stuff works. So why wouldn't you? Now, I believe before that Charles wanted to make sure that Andrew, the sick old man, realized his place. And so he just would not hear of it. And one of the reasons why I believe is just that there's that um, sibling rivalry between it. I don't know. I mean, it shouldn't be a rivalry. Charles was Charles, and Andrew, well, he used to be good looking and popular. Um, but I don't know where he went so wrong. I really don't know. Um, but he has made a mess of things, and he really should stay away from the public. He should just stay and disappear or whatever, and not try to push back anymore. But his daughters are there, and I don't see why they're not taking advantage of it. Now, I I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen them have a conversation, not even a light banter of any sort. During the outings with the family, I have never seen any exchange between them and Catherine the Great. And maybe that says a lot right there. Now, this comment was from one of the squatties. If you look at the caption above, it says, when they tell you only working royals participate in Troop in the Color carriage procession, and you remind them that the internet exists even in their rules for the read Meghan, but not for me world. Okay. Meaning, of course, that they kept saying that the carriage procession was only for working royals. Now, this is a slide I saved for a couple of years. And what this particular squatty was pointing out is there was a little inconsistency there because they were saying that, oh, Harry and Meghan can't do this and can't do that. But still, you have the York sisters riding in the carriage that day. And Harry and Meghan, of course, they were not in the carriage procession. Now, I'm pretty sure that given the hate campaign against them, they would rather not. But the problem is that the press, they make such a big deal out of it before the event, just like, oh, they can't be on the balcony, they can't be here, they can't do that. Will they sit in the front? Will they sit in the back? A lot of that is orchestrated through constant leaks from Kensington Palace. I'm convinced of that. And so someone, and it could actually be coming from Camilla. I wouldn't say Camilla wasn't capable of it, but the thing is, somebody is constantly leaking, like with Harry and the uniform. How in the world would we had noticed that those ciphers wasn't on the uniform? But they waited a good 24 hours. Oh, wait, it wasn't even that long. But then the next day's the newspaper front page is Harry humiliated, blah, 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 blah. And this is what they are trying to convince people that Harry cannot wait to get back to. Harry will be in service of the monarch, his father. His brother, I don't know. That is not clear right now. But his father, if his father needs him, he will be there. But they like to make a mockery of Harry's good intentions by stressing the fact that he's not welcome. There's no way back. Oh, God, I'm so tired of those headlines. But like I said before, when Charles got sick and Harry said he was coming over there and he met with Charles, I'm sure he said, if you need anything, which is what a child would say to a father, but I'm pretty sure he didn't want them to get the idea that he was going to pack up the Montecito mansion and head back over there to be abused again. Certainly not. Lorna Castellanos, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex on this crystal clear microphone. Royal Sussex. Uh, you're insightful and funny. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. And wait, am I seeing double? Uh, okay. Thank you, Lorna. I mean, some things are worth saying twice. I'm so sorry if you made a mistake, but thank you, thank you, and thank you for being a member of Royal Sussex. Judy Matazes says Camilla wants her kids to be there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Camilla wants her kids in their places. Uh, let me think about that for a second, because okay, I won't say that she doesn't want that, but that there would be so much pushback. Oh my God, there would be so much pushback. The only thing that could make it work, of course, is that she has the press on her side. But still, even when Camilla pulled that fast one about not being the princess consort, but instead she's just going to be the queen consort, only for them to change it again and say, not queen consort, queen. There was some pushback from some of the old school royal reporters. It really was. Not enough to defeat her, but at least enough to have people giving her the side eye. But I think that they just want to make sure. If I had to guess, I think Camilla would want to make sure that her kids are well provided for, because if she tried something like that, she'd have to deal with Willie leaks at some point. And right now, I'm thinking that may get very ugly. So would she want to dare risk that? Now, I don't know how close she is to Willie leaks right now, but that is what I'm holding my breath for. So on the one hand, I hate to see William get to the throne because I think he's an awful individual and unprepared and not fit for purpose. But on the other hand, we may see we may see Camilla get her comeuppance. Can't know for sure until that time comes. But William has been very cordial with her publicly. Um, he has not bowed to her. Certainly, Princess Anne has not bowed or curtsied to her at all. I don't think I've ever seen it one time. So I think that it's understood what her place is as far as that's concerned. For Princess Anne, you're not my mother. And for William, you're not my mother. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, it's going to be interesting, but that may be the only thing to look forward to when Charles goes to meet the maker is the fallout, the absolute. But they're going to try to make it look. Actually, no, what am I talking about? That's William. He doesn't care how it looks. Oh boy, I tell you, that is going to be messy. Thank you so much, Judy Matassid, and thank you so much for being a member and being here tonight. And Miranda Rios, oh my goodness, 26 months membership. 26 months. Thank you so much. Let me see. Black Queen says, I wouldn't put it past Baldy when he got the rain. When he gets the rain, to try to make up with Harry just to get him to bow to him and for Meg to do the same to Kitty. I shudder at the thought. Oh, yeah. And when that does happen, Black Queen, I hope that they have some fire extinguishers ready because there's going to be such a flash from the cameras. And also, I hope people put earplugs in because there are going to be so many click, 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 because they are desperate to get that on video. They are desperate to get that on video. They see the Sussexes show deference to those misfits. And I hope that is never a thing. I pray that, I not just hope, I pray that that is never a thing because they are desperate for it. They are desperate for it. Every little thing that Meghan did, when it was the first of this and the first of that, they couldn't wait to get it on tape or video or whatever. So that one, oh yeah, you said a mouthful. You said a mouthful. Oh, thank you so much, VS Speaks Royal. And yeah, just like I guess you were already gone yesterday. That reminds me of that quote I found yesterday, the fun one I found about let me see. What was it? Um was it 60 is the new 40? Uh no, that wasn't it. The older I get, the older I get. Is that how it started off? Oh, well, I would be a month of Sundays trying to find it right now. Oh, man, but that was fun. Uh, yeah, don't see it. Don't see it. Yeah, and I just happened to come across that. Okay, well, I won't bother with it. I say that, but I'm still looking. Oh, there it is right there. So don't go, VS. I'm going to put this up for you just in case you didn't see it. I am going to put this up. This is just for VS. Let me see. Okay. Walk and chew gum, walk and chew gum. Okay, here goes. All right. Uh, there we go. So let me take that away. They say 40 is the new 30 and 50 is the new 40. But all I know is the older I get, the more 9 p.m. is the new midnight. I love that. I love that. And Carla Johnson, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for being here on Royal Sussex. Okay. Take that away. Ooh. Rumor is that Kate was very cruel to both Beatrice and Eugenie. Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen them exchange a word. Now, I noticed today there was a photo. Remember how Ford Fiesta was glaring at Meghan after the service? Beatrice and Eugenie, when they stepped out the door, they did not step down on the pavement close to Meghan or close to any of them. They stayed on the on the step. They stayed on the step. I don't know if there was like some kind of ranking that says that that's the way it was supposed to be. Because at that time, all of the men were walking in the procession, but Beatrice and Eugenie, they did not get close at all. So I'm thinking maybe that was like the protocol for that particular situation. But I did just notice that today that they stayed close together and they stayed at the doorway. So wish I would have saved that photo, but I did not. But yeah, that was a different angle that I had never noticed before. Let me see. First of all, the attention Harry and Meghan will get if they go to Willie Leakes' coronation. I think Willie Leakes will have them sitting several rows back and not in the procession. And I don't see Harry and Meghan bowing. Well, that might be the only way to get it on camera is to put them up front. And, and that is a big if Meghan would even bother going. I could not see Meghan going. I hope she doesn't. I hope she doesn't. And you know what, you all? William may not even want to bother with a coronation. He may not even want to bother with it. I don't see him as being inclined to want to go through all that fuss. So that would be interesting. And plus, by that point in time, people may not want the expense. They may not want that expense. I think the government would push for it, hoping that it would, they would get it the opportunity to invite other heads of state and everything like that. But be tough to say because there would be a big gathering of people for Charles' funeral, and hopefully that's in the very far future, but there would be a gathering of people and then they'd all come back, what, months later, 8, 9 months later for a coronation. So, and then a year later for a memorial service. So, yeah. hmm But yeah, I don't think they should even waste the money. And of course, Beatrice and Eugenie, I would say that they would get a chance to wear those hats again, but you all do know that they actually sewed those hats for charity because people had made so much fun of the hats. They thought, you know what? Why don't we turn this into a positive thing? So they auctioned those hats for charity. I don't know who bought them, but as you can see, uh, Edwina back there, Edwina is kind of fancying the blue hat. I kind of think Edwina could rock that hat, as a matter of fact. What you all think? I think that Edward could rock that hat. And who knows? Maybe that's who purchased it from the auction. Maybe that hat is in his closet right now. Oh, man. I know. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? What were they thinking? Oh, oh, yes. Just like he didn't have a nephew. Yeah, Harry could say, "I already got a king," or he could just tell him, "I don't have a king." Yes, Eulabia, it does kind of look like it. Kind of looks like something that Elizabeth the First would have worn. Yeah, it looks like something from that era. Looks like some kind of Tudor hat. Yeah, she looks like a fugitive from some Tudor painting. Oh man. So, you guys, Kate Middleton donates her hair to Little Princess Cancer Charity for Children. But I think they took that um article away. As you can see, oh, uh-oh, we can't find the page you were looking for. So, as far as I know, the article was there and then it wasn't. I repeat, the article was there and then it wasn't. And I'm not going to start some kind of conspiracy about it. I just find it very interesting that once again, they have done one of their articles at the Mirror and then had to remove it or change it. But that seems to happen a lot at the, is it Daily Mirror? That seems to happen a lot at the Mirror. So, you know, where would they get that information from? Where, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I do think that some people, some of these royal reporters, I think they just sit up and think of stuff. Like, if this was this and that was that, surely she would do X, Y, Z. And then they just write the article. Well, you know what? You know what? I think I have an idea who may have put that article up there. Nana Akua. Because Nana has never met a wig she didn't like. Sometimes she wears 3 or 4 of them at one time. So maybe she was the one who put that ad or put that column out there hoping to get some freebies. Yeah, maybe she was hoping to get some freebies. Now, when it was brought to her attention and she was accused, of course, she rolled her eyes. Of course, she rolled her eyes, but oh, Vanzola says that would be impossible, which is probably why they took that down. That's probably why they took that down, is because it didn't make sense. It probably did not make sense. But it's weird that that went up in the first place. But I'm sure if anybody would try to benefit, it would probably be Nana. Now, shadowy Russian actors spread Princess Kate conspiracies, analysis finds. So, you guys, I'm not going to go deep into this. As you can see, I did not start with it today. But I do want to repeat one more time just to say again that these articles, this conspiracy that I think is a product of Kensington Palace, maybe. I don't know who started this, but the whole Russia thing, China, Iran, they need to just stop. They got to stop doing that because it is number one, it's just not true. It's just not true. I don't see I don't see how knowing things about Kate's health affects the stability of the country. And I'm just like, why in the world do they keep saying that? It's not to say that she's not an important person. Her marriage, her life is a constitutional position. I get that. But that Kate Middleton somehow, if somebody knows her medical records or if there's gossip about her, and it's also a lie. This is a huge lie. And the lie is that this started with Russian actors or that they are trying to benefit from it. I just don't believe it. This happened because somebody vanished for 80 days. That is where this originates. And they keep trying to rework it into something else. It's about destabilization. It's about the undermining of undermining trust in institutions, government, monarchy, media, everything. Ah! Right? Everything. One security expert told NBC News, "Oh God, these people about to give me gas. They're about to give me gas." I don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. Yes, one could make that argument, but isn't it true that people have accused? What is the nickname of London? London grad, because of all of the oligarch money from Russia. So the entire financial real estate community in Greater London has been infiltrated with Russian money. They have brought over all these oligarchs and given them, didn't that one kid of an oligarch get a title? Lord, whatever his name is. So they're already there. They're already there. And the idea that it's gonna, okay, let me stop. It's just, I don't get the point of all of this. Dansby says, sounds like when they say that war in Palestine started October 7th, when we knew it had these people under apartheid since 1947. Thank you, Dansby. This war has been going on since the 1940s. And to say otherwise is just not factual. And you know, Dansby, I feel a bit of a reprieve, and I'm not going to go off to another subject, but I'm going to just say for years, I have been trying to tell people about that region and about everything that is so terribly wrong. And people would look at me like I was a talking dog, like they just didn't believe it. They thought I was being some conspiracy theorist. But now the greater public knows exactly what's happening over there. And people have been saying, not with my tax dollar, right? And I feel a reprieve because I promise you, I'm not making this up. I have been talking about that for years, and people would just look at me like I was crazy because it was just so awful. It was an inconvenient truth, and they did not want to hear that. They wanted to believe the 6 p.m. news or whatever. All right, fine. But that's not exactly. And most of the research that I had was from other people from Israel. The people that are Jewish, and for years they had believed one thing, but once they got there, just like Dr. Mateo, then they felt otherwise. So I feel vindicated. And within my circle of people, I feel vindicated because now people know. Now people know. So thank you so much for that. But once you know the truth, you cannot look the other way. As they say, once you become a pickle, you can never be a cucumber again. Okay, so, and then of course, this guy with this report that he made the other day, and you can see Candace Holmes says, sure, let's blame China, Russia, Iran for the BBC's sloppy reporting. Anything to deflect from their own mistakes. We're meant to trust state media, but can't even question an obvious fake clip. Give me a break. Meanwhile, the monarchy lives tax free as we struggle. Time for real change. Abolish this outdated system and strengthen press freedom. You see, they are only igniting the rage that people have. Dr. Shola cleaned their clocks the other day when she talked about children living in poverty. Did you guys see that? Dr. Shola cleaned their clocks. I mean to tell you, the best thing that I could ever do is just sit back and watch Dr. Shola. Okay? There's nothing greater than watching Dr. Shola. So she was dropping some truth bombs, and they were not ready for it. They were not ready for it. And right here, I made a video the other day. Actually, that was the thumbnail for the live, I think it was. Harry, Meghan, Russia, China, Iran, and me. Who's next? That's how I felt at that moment. Who's next? And of course, the thing is, everything that's happening right now, you can kind of see it coming looking at the end game. One of these days, you guys, they are going to some of Omid Scobie's peers are going to acknowledge, if they're honest people, okay, never mind, forget that. But they should acknowledge how right he was when he wrote that book. And he didn't even tell you all the dirt. He didn't go as deep into it as he could, but he put enough out there so that people should have been able to recognize that they have a serious problem in that institution. And if they don't listen to some outside voices, there's not going to be an institution. Lex says Kensington Palace, the British royal family, and the British media can't get its credibility back by gaslighting people. Asking for accountability for one's own action is not being mean to Kate. Grow up. Here, here. Thank you, Legs. Thank you. That is right on the money. That is right on the money. They try to convince people that if you ask questions, then somehow you are challenging a sick woman. When, as I said in the first place, when she went out and sat on that bench, that was her prerogative to share that information. People wanted to know that she was okay, that she was all right, that she wasn't in a coma, right? That's what people wanted. What she gave is what she wanted to share, but that was not exactly on the menu. I applaud her if that was sincerely Kate in that video, if that was a true, honest video, even if it was a green screen, whatever means it was, if that was the truth, I applaud the truth. If it was not the truth, more side eye, and coming from my background, I don't ever want to know if it wasn't the truth because I don't want to think anybody would make up something like that. But That being said, um, that was not anything that was demanded, was to tell us everything. All we and still we don't know everything because we don't know what kind of cancer it is. But people wanted proof of life. And there were people that were accusing William of some pretty terrible things. And so people wanted to establish that she was okay. And that was it. And so, if the British media is going to try to turn this into the world is bullying Kate Middleton, then tell the truth. Exactly what questions was the world asking? We were not all asking the same question, but we all had a genuine concern. Where is Kate Middleton? That is where it started. Where is Kate Middleton? Where it ends, or should I say, where it took a disastrous turn, was the videos. Yeah, two videos and two photos, two videos. Well, I'm sorry, three photos. I got to remember Frankenphoto. Photo is what really turned things bad, and it just went downhill from there. So they're trying to change the narrative. They're trying to rewrite the history. It did not happen that long ago, and there are too many people with too many receipts to try to change it into something else. We know what was said, we know what was done, and we know when all of this happened. And still, there's no answer about December the 28th with that motorcade. Nobody will speak of it. Thank you, Legs. Okay. And so that was one of the cartoons that they made, a little thing with the Chinese necktie, the traditional Iranian um, wear, and then, of course, the Russian necktie. That is how the tabloid media envisioned Kate's treatment. Is like everybody's trying to get a slice of her. But the truth is, they are really reaching with that idea that these were state sponsored incursions on her privacy. Nothing of the sort. At least I don't believe it. Oh, I think they're trying to position themselves to make the Sussex family our faves, to denounce the Sussex Squad publicly. Oh, um, and uh, mm, I can't even think about that right now. I mean, yeah, I can understand. I can understand why that appears to be the direction they're going, but I just cannot see that happening. I cannot see that happening. Um, but yeah, I get it. I get it. But in a million years, I don't think I would have thought of that because I just couldn't conceive of it. But doesn't mean that it's not their intentions is to try to push them in that position. But for now, I'm just going to say I believe that they are attempting to shift the blame to anybody but Kensington Palace, right? I think they messed up and they need to try to shift the blame. So there are just too many people that are non-squatties that was talking about this. I saw a video earlier and it was a black girl. I think she was from the US, and she made a video, and the vigorous defense that she gave to Harry and the fact that they had been trying to do all of this stuff to him and Meghan all this time. And what she was talking about was the whole lawsuit thing. And I was like, who is this girl? I forget her name, but I saw her on YouTube earlier, and she has a lot of followers. So, you guys, don't worry. Rest assured that there has been um, there has been an awakening as far as the Sussex's treatment is concerned. And that is not going to disappear. They're not going to shame and humiliate people because most of them are not squatties in the first place. So there is, that there's no one to yeah, I can't even say the words, but yeah, that I get that that's probably what the game is, but it's not going to happen. And of course, anything to say for yourselves now. The celebrities who poked fun at Kate Middleton, I'm sorry, Kate's time away. Again, they have to throw cancer diagnosis in there to try to make people believe that people were picking on a very ill woman, and that is totally not the case. We were pointing out the person who vanished for 80 days. It was not an attack on a illness or anything like that. So they're pushing too hard, and they're only going to make people angry and reactive, because I'm telling you, on the TikTok and on other places on social media, people are pushing back. They're pushing back. And especially the younger generation, they they were born suspicious, and they are pushing back, and I'm so proud of them for what they're doing. And even Sarah Vine, there's only one way for William and Kate to put an end to all this cruel speculation: come clean about what's really going on, or risk drowning in a quagmire of their own making. Now, she said that on the 12th of March. And of course, I have saved this receipt. I have saved this receipt. It had gotten so bad that even the Royal Rota was asking, just come clean. So this attempt to try to shift the blame, I don't think it's going to fly. I just don't think it will fly. I don't know how that's possible. And of course, Commandant, dear leader Christopher Boozy, they tried to, well, they're still trying to tear him down because he asked too many questions, because he's pointed out a lot of inconsistencies. Let's see. Did those other three people ever apologize? Let me see. Uh, no, no, and no, no. I don't think so. No, that's why I said they're pushing too hard, and it's a big mistake to do that. And so this was new. Who was to blame for spreading these toxic conspiracy theories about Kate? Russian bots, Chinese TikToks, Meghan and Harry, the BBC, social media, Kim Kardashian, Owen Jones, Keir Starmer, the general public. Don't be stupid. And let me see. Certainly not us. So the Maily Espresso graph, obviously that is a what do you call it? A parody. And then over here, the private eye, exclusive for all newspapers. For God's sakes, just leave Kate alone. Special 94 page. Leave Kate alone. 94 pages of Leave Kate Alone souvenir supplement. You know somebody would actually buy that though, right? You know there are people that would actually buy those. So, but again, those are just for parody, for fun. They're not real things. And don't forget, you guys, remember the Royal Gums Network. I'm still shaking, guys. Remember, the Royal Gums Network, Gummy actually took a photo with Kate. That's right. Her gumness actually took a photo with Kate. The Royal Gums Network. took a photo with Kate Middleton. How about that? How about that? How did that come about? Serendipity? I don't think so. Just by chance? Looks like a meet and greet to me. Yeah. Two girls who seem to understand each other. Yes, the Royal Gums Network. Now, right there, somebody said, spare us the BS. Your princess is smiling with one of the most prolific anti Sussex trolls who ever seemingly dedicates her heartbeat and breath to writing vile crap about the Sussexes. Now, how did this photo come about? And as you can see, the other day when I saw Kate practicing putting spells on people, I was wondering who that other person was. Well, I figured it out. I think that the Royal Gums Network person, when she's not drinking her magic potion, this is what she actually looks like. See there? So that's what she appears to look like when she's out on the street. And then when the potion begins to wear off, she starts looking more like this. And then eventually she turns into that creature on the right side. So, but yeah, Gums is always talking her stuff. She's always talking her stuff with those little squinty, beady eyes and all of that, them choppers chopping at you. Talk about chomping at the bits. Oh man. I mean, just this is what she has dedicated herself to. The amount of caucasity it took to create the network in the first place. And the reason why she never runs out of things to say is because she has a background in media. And of course, one of the people that I have seen on Twitter was determined to figure out who she was. And they did find out who she was. And they looked into her background. And yes, she has a long career of media. And so this, all what she's doing right now is like a hand to a glove. Yeah, it's like a hand to a glove. Deborah Anderson, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for being here on Royal Sussex. Yes, Dansby, they never have. And you know, they tried to, they had a picture of Peace and someone else from the Invictus games, right? And one of them was wearing a Sussex Squad T-shirt, and they tried to use that as some type of proof that the Sussexes are behind all of these diabolical things. You guys, I have to tell you, I Christopher Bosey, I must say Boozy, Christopher Boozy has been taking a deep dive into a lot of those accounts. And he and some of the other squatties have been sharing stuff that I couldn't even repeat, let alone share on the YouTube. But I mean, just cruel, hateful, um, the language that they use, the same accusations and tropes about the moon bump and the children don't exist, and all of the other stuff. Not to mention, I can't even repeat it, but it was awful. It was awful. But as I said yesterday, as they're trying to accuse the Sussex Squad of being bullies and being threatening and conspirators and such, it is very important that people know that those channels are out there, and these are some big money making channels. big money making chattels. And while I can say gums, I've never heard her say anything filthy, just basic, constant negative innuendos about the Sussexes are lazy or sneaky or whatever. Those other channels, you know. But that being said, Gums does enough damage on her own. She has a huge following because of her continuous negativity. But you can't catch her saying the wrong thing because, like I said, that is her background. Just imagine if one of our favorite content creators, and I don't want to say her name to even associate her with this person, but let's just say they have a similar background, and one is absolutely evil and the embodiment of Satan, and the other is not. Okay? And so I would say when it comes to understanding how things work, they're evenly matched. But one is using their knowledge to create a community of hate, and the other one is actually exposing how those communities are born. Every place from the media itself all the way down to things that people have put on social media. So interesting to see that they're polar opposites. They're polar opposites. It's like Glinda the Good Witch, and of course the Wicked Witch of the South. That's how different they are. So Prince Harry and Meghan Markle influence is overtaking Prince William amid Kate Middleton's cancer. Um, I don't know who wrote this Louisa Marshall, but Harry and Meghan are the most influential royals. Okay? Full stop. They are the most influential royals. Now, Kate has had this huge uptick because she went missing for 80 days. And so there's no wonder there has been a huge uptick. Now, popularity based on how much you like a person, if you go to a small group of polls, poster or polling, whatever, samples for your poll, sure, you're going to get what you want. But the wider, greater public, Harry and Meghan are indeed the most popular and the most influential royals. There are some people that actually thought William was Harry's father. There are some people who don't even know William's name. And because Kate has been missing for 80 days, now, of course, more people know who she is. But before that, there were people who just were not certain what her name was. So this is the most popularity that she's ever had in the 20 plus years that she has hung around that family. So boring was the wedding in 2011 that ABC cut back their coverage because of a lack of interest. And most of those people that were so curious about where Kate is, when she sat on that bench and she started talking, that was the first time most people had ever heard a voice before. It was like the Emperor of Japan addressing the nation when they surrendered to the United States. Most people had never heard the Emperor's voice. People have lived and died and would have never heard his voice but for that moment. And that is what happened when Kate sat on that bench. But for that moment, most people would have never heard a voice. So that kind of popularity, yeah, you all could have that. You all could have that. All right. Let me go on to the next thing. So, the Inquirer says tragic fall of the House of Windsor, Charles losing grasp on crown. Powerless to stop monarchy's collapse, declares William unfit to be king. Harry and Meghan move in for the kill. Woo! I don't know who writes this stuff, but God, that's funny. Harry and Meghan moves in for the kill. They're moving I'm sorry, they're moving forward to thrive, but they're not interested in that place over there. Uh, Again, you have to remember the Inquirer is a tabloid. It is a tabloid, and they will make up stuff. So take all of that with a grain of salt, if you will. That's the only way to make it digestible or edible. Um, but they are going to make a killing. They're going to make a lot of money. Now, let us continue with Baldilocks. Cloud Nugget, I think, is responsible for this. Cloud Nugget has been at it again, and thanks to Cloud Nugget, we have been able to reimagine Her Majesty with various styles. This is straight out of the hood. This is so hood. I love it. And then, of course, how about some Rick James? Huh? Baps. I think there's Baps and Rick James. I'm Prince William B. Oh man. Yeah, I think he could rock that hair. I really do think he could rock that hair. Yeah, that's him. Or how about this one? Um, there's something about William with some barrettes. I love William with barrettes. I could just picture him with his valet. Sir, uh, are the are the pink barrettes appropriate today? Sir, pink barrettes? Mm-hmm. Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black. I mean, just ready to run out and do some double dutch. I don't know why I'm getting D from What's Happening. That looks like D from What's Happening's hair, right? Yeah, I'm seeing D from What's Happening. And then, of course, if he's going to be a king, it may as well be Don King. If he's going to be a king, he may as well be Don King. Now that's perfect. I think out of all the styles, I think it's a close tie between this one and this one. I think those two are tied. Yeah. That's the one I'm seeing right there. And then of course, how about this one? Mary Hartman? Mary Hartman? Is that the hairstyle from Mary Hartman? Mary Hartman? I'm thinking that's Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman. No, she had the two big braids, I think. God, that was a weird soap opera, wasn't it, Mary Hartman? But yeah, there you go. Now that is the Air hair, if I've ever seen it. So, Royal Family in Crisis, that was a video that I made earlier. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If not, please go to Royal Sussex and find that video. And you all, I forgot to share this yesterday, but there was not much of a crowd for the Monday Day service. That was the crowd at the Monday Day service. There was not much of a crowd at all. So you see the yellow signs over there on the left side, and there's some up front. But scattered amongst the crowd is just everyday people. Um, this is the outpouring of love and affection present for Camilla when she actually took the sacred duty of passing out those coins. Yep, that's it. That's it. And of course, I know from a distance you could not read those signs, but they did have some that said "Down with the Crown," but there were several of them, and Cloud Nugget was the one who found those. But there were several of them that said "Not my horse, not my horse." So there's some real talents in the Sussex Squad. Some real talents. Oh, you watched Mary Hartman? Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman. Oh, whatever happened to Baby Jane? Yes, that hair was Baby Jane, wasn't it? The golden curls. Thank you. Tomorrow World Magalati, thank you very much. That was whatever happened to Baby Jane. I've written a postcard to Daddy. His address was heaven above. I written how much I miss him. Wait a minute, I forgot the song. And signed it with love. His oh yeah. Instead of a stamp, I put kisses. The postman says that's best to do. I could just hear William singing that. A postcard to Daddy. As a matter of fact, for some reason, it's not difficult for me to imagine William singing to Daddy. I could just imagine him singing to Daddy. Um, yeah. Whose daddy is unclear, but I could just imagine him singing to Daddy. Okay, Royal Sussex has officially gotten weird tonight. Let's keep it moving. And Cloud Nugget also decided that for the sake of people who have sensitive stomachs and just about anybody who has survived war and peace, why not make some adjustments? So it says here, good morning, squatties. A squatty said consort horse ugly giant hat should cover her, so I obliged. I'm sorry, cover her head, so I obliged. Now I'm thinking it's not enough. So thank you, Cloud Nugget, for that adjustment. And you know, the funny thing is, that is the actual outfit that Camilla wore for the Monday Day. That is the exact outfit she wore. That is so funny, but that is the exact outfit that she wore. I'll show you. I'll show you. See there? That is exactly what she wore. And I've had that photo for about, I don't know, a year, but that's exactly what she wore. How funny is that? Blanche, you forgot to eat your din din. By the way, did you know we had rats in the cellar? I love when she says that. By the way, did you know we had rats in the cellar? Okay, let me. Oh, and all right, you guys, I am just about done, but I just wanted to share these Sussex Squad slides with you guys. Sussex Squad and the Sussex Squad, or as some people call it, Thomas, what do you know about the a sausage squad? I didn't know that there was a sausage squad. My goodness, when did that start? But apparently, you guys have been a part of the Sussex Squad all these years and didn't know it.
Thomas, I wanted to ask you about these vile individuals who refer to themselves as the Sussex Squad.
So I come to my dad's house and start going through it, and I look on YouTube, and my God, I see the Sussex Squad and the Royal Sussex page on YouTube and the things they post, and that's where I found that disgusting video making fun of my father just because he's going to the Jubilee. I mean, and if you look on the Royal Sussex page on YouTube, you're going to see exactly whose it is. It's definitely Meghan Markle. And if it's not her personally, she's definitely paying somebody to do it.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching Royal Sussex. Oh, thank you, Lydia. You guys, please click on this link right now because in about 10 hours, Duchess Royal is going to share another one of her amazing videos. You all probably know her as Glow from Twitter. But yeah, she makes some great videos and they are incredible. So please make sure you click on that link. I'm going to put it at the top so you all can make sure that you go ahead and hit the alert so you won't miss it. But after the coronation, she made a phenomenal video. Let me see. Give me just a second. I'm going to put that at the top. I've written a postcard to Daddy. His address is heaven above. Well, I've written how much I miss him and wish he was here to love. Instead of a stamp, I put kisses. The postman said that's best to do. Oh my God. If anybody would have said that I would be singing Postcard to Daddy on Good Friday, I wouldn't have believed it. I wouldn't have believed it. I'd be like, get out. Or like when Harry, when Meghan told Harry, it's Beyonce, shut up. Shut up. Okay, let me see. Replace pin message. There we go. So there it is. Please make sure that you go to that account. She, as a matter of fact, you could check out the other videos that she has, but she has some great videos, and it's so rare that she puts a video. So I always make sure. Let me see. Yes, 10 hours. I was right. Hit that notification bell so that you won't miss it, and also do like I have and subscribe. But yeah, she has some great stuff. She has some great stuff. And she puts a lot of effort into those videos. And we want to reward hard work. Amen. Let me see. Oh, I missed I think I missed something from Legs, didn't I? Okay. Legs says Dan Wooten still sucking those now and laters. The now and laters. I haven't heard that in a long time. Yes, if you guys have ever had a now and later, they're like little square candies, and I remember they used to wrap them in the wax paper, and they were called now and laters because you could eat some now and save some for later. Wow, Legs, that is old school. That is old school. The now and laters. I know the ones that have ruined my teeth was the bit of honeys. The bit o' honeys. And the Chico sticks. Oh my God, did I love Chico sticks. I don't know where you find those, but I used to love Chico sticks. Let me see. Do they still have those Chico sticks? Let me check it out. By the way, you all, I'm done. So if you need to get your sleep, go on. And we will talk tomorrow for certain. Chico sticks. Now it's Cheek, CHIK dash O. I mean zero. I mean O. Yeah, O. And then stick. Yes, they still have those. They still have those. The Chico stick. Oh, I was wrong about the spelling. It's chick, not cheek. Chick. Like in chicken, Chico stick. Oh, those were so good. They were so good. I'll show you a picture of it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. The Chico stick. They're like it's peanut butter. If you don't like, if you're allergic to peanuts, you definitely don't want that. But it's like a candy cane, right? But not pepper. It's made with, oh God, corn syrup, peanut butter. Yeah. Now see, I try to avoid the corn syrup, but oh my God, they're so good. I mean, anything that good can be bad, can it? All things in moderation, right? At least that's what I tell myself. Okay, the photo is coming up, you guys. If you're interested in seeing what I'm talking about, I will show you the good old Chico stick. Oh, and by the way, you guys, please make sure you don't sleep in a tank top. It can be hazardous to sleep in a tank top. You can get all, oh, by the way, thank you, Legs. You can get all tangled up sleeping in those tank tops. So be very, very careful. You have no idea how many people every year are rushed to the emergency room, or how do you guys say in the UK, to the surgery? You have no idea how many people have found themselves injured because they slept in the tank top. because they have fallen asleep in a tank top, only to wake up and to find themselves in a spot of bother, right? In a spot of bother. So be very careful with those tank tops. Oh man. Okay, so there it is right there. That is the Chico stick. Yeah. And they got, is that coconut? They have them like, it's like a almost like hmm, hard to describe. Let me see. But they're so good. I love those. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. Lizzie 34 Bear and all of the old fashioned candies are available on Amazon. That's where I just found this. Thank you very much. That is where I just found it. And look at that, 35 cents each. They couldn't be. 35 cents each. Are they serious? But you guys, they're so intensely sweet. You know, as I've gotten older, I don't enjoy the sweets that are so intense as you know I would have had growing up. Now my taste has changed just a bit. Now I have a more sophisticated palate. That being said, I would probably tear into one of those things. Yep. Oh yes, it's coconut, and peanut butter. They do. They're coated with coconut, peanut butter, and I don't know what the other thing is. It's like yellow crunchy something. Probably just pure corn syrup. Now see if they made them with sugar. They made them with sugar, but I don't know about that corn syrup. Mm-mm. Okay, let me stop looking. But 10 of them, 10 of them for $6.99, $6.92, 99 cents an ounce. But I'm just looking. Not interested in that. Mm. Oh, they use Teramic to get that color. It says Teramic. So see there is something healthy. Teramic, manufactured in a facility that processes peanuts and uses milk, egg, and tree nuts. Atkinson Candy Company, Lufkin, Texas. Oh, I didn't know that they were from there. Wow. I feel like I'm looking at a piece of my childhood. Thank you again, Lizzie. Lorna Williams says, Lou Gossett Jr. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Lou Gossett Jr. died age 87. Lou Gossett Jr. Oh, he was so good in Officer and a Gentleman. And the truth is, he's has a huge body of work, but he really did deserve that Oscar. Lou Gossett Jr., Officer and a Gentleman. My favorite part, of course, was when he said, "What did you call me?" When he said, "I'm talking to you, MF," he turned around, he said, "What did you call me?" And I'm telling you, I was so afraid. I thought we were going to lose Richard Gere that day. When I first saw that movie, I was so afraid for him. I was like, "Oh, he didn't mean it." But Lou Gossett, he turned around, and when he was like gritting his teeth at him, now that's some powerful acting. And you could only see from the tip of his nose down. Everything else, the brim of that hat had the rest of his face in shadow, which looked even more menacing. But yeah, that was powerful. What did you call me? I was like, don't hit him. Don't hit him. Thank you so much for the reminder, Lorna Williams. But yeah. And I remember he was on the Jeffersons that time, and he was trying to I guess get it on with Louise. Remember that one? Oh my God, that was so funny. He was trying to get some of that Louise action. And Mother Jefferson came out with that umbrella and started wailing on him. El Diablo? I have not. Reva Henderson, I have not. Yeah, the Oscar was kind of a curse for him because he just kind of disappeared after that. I mean, I know he still did stuff, but you know, just like with Holly Berry, you get that Oscar, and then after that, they forget about you. Oh well, very good, very good actor. Oh, the Mary Janes, yes, and the squirrel nuts, etc. I remember the Mary Janes. The Mary Janes, they were like almost like a licorice and nuts, right? Little squares. Let me see if I can find that Mary Jane candies. Yeah. Oh, they're not square. They're like they're round. But yes, I remember them. They were like nougat and let me see, Mary Jane, peanut butter flavored roll. Yeah, I just remember the peanut butter flavor and little bits of peanuts. It had little bits of peanuts. Wow, the Mary Janes. And the squirrel nuts, let me see. Oh, I'm looking at the bit of honey. Oh, it says bit of honey retro candies. Yeah, we used to call those the penny candies. We used to call those the penny candies. Wow. What a trip down candy memory lane. No wonder I was such a fat kid. Oh, yeah, toffee. Okay. Oh, yes, he was in Roots. That's right. He was good in that too. But I have to say, my favorite was Officer and the Gentleman. Hey, if you ever watch Officer and the Gentleman again, when they're at that dance, when they went to that dance and that lady was in that red dress, if you look at her in the background, she's a bit out of focus. But if you look at her in the background, if you could see the way that lady was dancing, that lady was twirling and spinning in that red dress. That's why I remember that character, because I think she danced with one of them. I can't remember, but she was spinning and twirling in that red dress like you wouldn't believe. Oh, she was like a monster out there on the floor, but she was getting it. She was getting it. There, we must be the young 60s group or thereabouts. Thank you, Lizzie. Yes, baby boomers. Baby boomers. Wow. I'm just looking at all these candies. Okay, what time is it? I got to get off of here. Oh, it's been 2 hours. Not bad. All right, love you guys. I will see you next time. And remember, whenever you see our queens, it is time to go. And y'all know what I mean. Let me see. Queens, there we go. There we go. And of course, the Sussex family, Mama Doria, etc. All right. And so we've already had our last word, I think, with the repeat from yesterday. Sure. And we're good. All right. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. And as always, thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Oh, I just saw that. Remember the candy with the it was a slice of caramel and it had that white cream in the middle. They call it the old-fashioned caramel cream candy. Uh I can't even pronounce that. It's goats or whatever. Goats, like a German name. But yeah, I remember those too. That was good. Although I have to say, if I'm gonna have something sweet, I usually want chocolate. Get my buzz from the chocolate. Caramel creams. Oh, that's what they're called. Caramel creams. That's their family name, but they're called caramel creams. They're very chewy, and they got that little uh, caramel goes right through the whole piece of candy. Wow. I remember those. Let me see what else I can remember. Well, nothing else is coming to mind right now. Oh, well, they have those what is this? The Job nougats, fruity, fresh, delicious, individually wrapped, and they're like red and green. They're white and they got little dots of red and green. I kind of remember those. And the bit of honey. I don't even like those that much, but I remember them. Sometimes I would get them if I had a couple of pennies left. Oh, cash in those pop bottles and get me some candy. Get me some sweets. Yep, cash in them pop bottles. Yep. Now I look back on it and I'm just like, look at me down there getting my fix. Boston baked beans and lemon heads. Boston baked beans and lemon heads. Oh my God. They were from the Ferrera Pan Company. The Ferrera Pan Company, Boston baked beans. Yes. Yes, the Boston baked beans. Was that Ferrera Pan? Oh my God. Oh, they were Wonka. Looked like Wonka made those. I don't think Wonka originally made those though, but Boston baked beans. And they have them in those little boxes. And then after you eat them all, you can use the box and make like a little harmonica or kazoo. You ever blow in the box and it oh my God, the Boston baked beans. Oh my God. Isn't that something? And remember those nuts that had that red candy shell and it was all bumpy? They taste just like the Boston baked beans, although I think the Boston baked beans were better. Man, the Boston baked beans. The Charleston Chew. I remember the Charleston Chew. And the excuse me, the $100,000 bar. Remember the $100,000 bar? I remember when that was new. The $100,000 bar. Oh, there's the lemon head. I'm looking at the lemon head now. I don't see the box though. They don't have them in the box. They had the Boston baked beans in those little cardboard boxes, but I don't see the lemon heads. Let me see. Let me do lemon heads box. Because if they're not in the box, that's a deal breaker. They don't have them in the box. What the? How could you not have lemon heads in the box, but you got the Boston baked beans in the box? That is sacrilege. Oh, that ain't right. Remember, for St. Patrick's Day, they would have those hostess snowballs, the green hostess snowballs. I used to love me. Oh, and those moon pies. Those moon pies. I love those moon pies. You know, those are very popular in Korea. Yes, the moon pies are very popular in Korea. Oh my goodness. And remember the little candy cigarettes? Oh my God, the little candy cigarettes. Different world, a different world. Let me see if they still have the moon pies. Oh, yes, the moon pies. I remember when Toffee Faye, remember the Toffee Faye? Oh, yeah, there it is, the Toffee Faye candies. It had a dark chocolate hazelnut, and it was in a like a little nougat, little tiny nougat bowl. I remember the Toffee Fays. Anything to get you fat. Anything to get you fat. Oh my God, the Heath bar. I'm looking at the Heath bar. And the Score. I didn't like those. Toffee Crisp. What is a Toffee Crisp? Nestle Toffee Crisp? I don't think I've had that. Who am I kidding? If it was candy, I probably had it. Wow. Ah. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? And if we had a chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Memories light the corners of my mind. Misty waters, troubled memories of the way we were. Okay. Good night, everybody. Good night. Oh, I don't think I've ever had that. I don't think I've ever had the toffee. Now I am going to be obsessed about getting a toffee crisp. I have got to get myself a toffee crisp. I cannot save face if I know that everybody has had a toffee crisp except for me. Really? Really? On the Partridge Family. Hello World is a song that we're singing. Come on, get happy. We had a dream, we go traveling together. We get a happy feeling when we're singing along. Something ever happened. I don't remember the words. Okay, good night. Love you guys. Good night.